I didn't do 14. I gave you, I think what I did on Friday for 14 was I said where the vertex would be. So you probably wrote that down and figured it out. But no, the -3 on the x moves the graph right 3.
Okay.
And what's the +4 out there do?
How fast it goes up?
Up 4, yeah. So the vertex is at 3, 4.
Okay.
And after that, how did we find some other points?
We plug in stuff.
What would be a good number to plug in?
We did 2.
Yeah, 2 and 1. I know because there's a negative in front of the x, like the x squared, so it should be going down. Figured it out. You knew some stuff on Friday.
I was gonna say my Friday meeting stuff.
I was a genius on Friday.
Not
In the
anymore.
weekend, the brain like.
No, for real though. I got hit in the head too many times with the one. I actually did. It was so painful.
Are you guys on the same
It
team?
got painful
No.
so bad.
I'm on the older college. It goes by age for
Yeah.
local.
You're on the baby team.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
No, it
I
was so
swear I
bad.
would.
I went like this. No, I grew up. I like went like this, and it hit my hand. My hand
Did
hit
you
my
get
face,
spiked
and I
in the
moved.
head?
Yes, and I like fell back. I was like, ah! And Red was laughing at me. She always laughs at me.
Like we were serving and one of my teammates hit me in the head. And then
I know. I got hit in the middle of the game.
So you got like in
It's
the
so
back of the head.
embarrassing.
No, it was like straight forehead. I wasn't paying attention.
So the other team was serving.
No, like it
You're-
was during warm-ups.
Oh, okay.
It's such a sad thing. It was during warm-up.
Yeah.
Like when you went to.
Okay, 16.
Like, I thought
If I did
just
it, I'm a
14.
genius.
Well, I said we would talk about 16 on today.
I did 16 because I thought we were supposed to.
Did you figure it out?
I think
Yeah.
I did. What did you like verbally wrong? Like just erase.
I like grafted and then
Yeah, that's a
like
tough
four
one.
real numbers.
Well, yeah, they don't ask for the domain though. The domain is
For
all.
like range, I thought.
Yeah. We have to find the high points. I didn't even think about that. I wonder if they wanted you to
Yep, 60.
use a graphing calculator. They never tell me.
That's what I did.
I don't
I used a graphing calculator. Got the zeros and motion.
I just got a random picture.
Well, we'll talk about it a little bit.
Do you want us to write it?
Yeah, go ahead. Actually, kind of forgot about this one, but the lady came and asked me about it, so then I remembered. She's causing you guys trouble even from home. So, do you guys know how we can find the zeros of this function? Let's start with that.
Factoring. Or wait,
Yeah.
not wait. Is it factoring or is it like the grouping thingy?
I think you can
Yeah,
use
grouping is a type of factoring. Yeah,
Yes.
because now if that didn't work, we would have to use like the rational root theorem, like factors of 4, factors 1. But this one does, if we take stuff out, we will get like 2 of the same thing. What can we take out of the first group?
T2,
T squared, and then what's left?
T plus 4, I
And
think.
what can we take out of the second group?
Nothing.
You don't want this front T to be a negative, so I'm going to take out a -1.
Oh, okay. So it would be T plus 4. And then those are the same thing, so it's T squared minus 1 factored with T plus 4. So your negatives would be -4, and then it would be +1 squared, or square root of +1, which is just 1.
Well, okay. This one other way to
Is it
think.
double root? -1?
This
or
no.
one?
No. This also factors to T minus 1, T plus 1. If you use the square root trick, you have to use the positive or negative version of
Oh, okay.
plus or minus 1. positive
Hey,
one.
that's double root though.
No, they're two different numbers.
One part.
So for the graph, do you guys remember what shape the t cubed, the cubic function, n shape? So it's going to cross at, let's see, -4 first, -1, and +1.
Then you use the ones that closest to -4, right? So -3, -2, -1, 0.
No, don't erase it. I was.
You can use the
That was in my way.
because I was right.
Now, wait a second, the range is unlimited.
That's what,
I thought you were talking about the domain.
no, I put the right.
I thought they put a range though. They did put a range on
Is
mine.
it all real numbers
It's not.
squared?
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong problem. Never mind. Oops.
That's
Okay.
Wait, actually, no, I put it wrong.
Yeah, so what's the they didn't ask, but what's the domain?
All real numbers.
Yeah, it goes forever to the left and right, all real numbers. What's the range?
All real numbers.
All numbers, real numbers, goes forever down and up.
What's the zero?
Wait, why is
The zeros are the
Negative
function,
4 and then plus or minus.
-4 plus or minus 1.
Oh, I actually.
What
did
is
this
the
right.
range?
I got it right right
Huh?
Nice.
The range?
Are all real numbers, because it goes
The domain and.
down and up forever. They didn't really ask for the domain on this one, but they did ask for the range. That's my all real. Range equals all real numbers.
Lol.
Rachel, I think you
So
got this
it
wrong.
was- No, I didn't. He's literally had the same answer all again.
I was looking at your graph. I'm not-
No, go away. Go
Were we
away.
supposed to graph that one? I think so. Did you graph fine? Yes, that's it. So did you get that all right? Yeah.
Is it this?
Did you even find out how high it went?
It goes to.
I did the thing.
Oh, you just plug stuff in?
Yeah. Because you're supposed to do stuff close to -4.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, if
this
you want to
sort-
find out how high this goes, you would choose the point like right in the middle there, like
All real numbers
-2.5.
is less than or equal to-
Plug that in.
all the numbers.
What? Can we read down today? Just not new, please. Please.
Yeah, we'll start the next one. I'll maybe let us work on that tomorrow. We'll start it today. We're not gonna sit here for 30 minutes doing nothing.
I will be doing
Well, tomorrow during lunch then, can I come and get help, cause I just don't understand.
Sure. Is there anything on this problem you didn't understand? Let's start with that.
I understand the grouping and having like the zeros,
Yes.
but for some reason, like the domain and range stuff, and then like for, 12, or not 12, 10, B,
Okay. Did you understand the domain for this one? Let's start with that.
that's the one from left to right, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't, the sign thing where it's like greater than, less than, but
Okay.
the. You got it.
Yeah.
That would be.
So, like, if this was the graph, the domain would be all the x values 3 and greater than are filled in. Does that make sense? If this, I'm just thinking
Oh, it
of
needs
a
to say.
problem. So, all the x values from 3, 4, 5, everything 3 and bigger is filled in. So how do you write that? X is greater than or equal to 3.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because, okay, this has an x value of 3, right? And 3.1, 3.2, 3.4, x equals 5, x equals 6. All these points have x values 3 and bigger. All these points. The smallest x value is 3, the biggest one is unlimited. So it's everything from 3 and above. This is how you say 3 and above. X could be 3, right? 3 is greater than or equal to 3. X can be 4. 4 is greater than or equal to 4. You remember the number lines? Like x is greater than or equal to 3 looks like this. It's kind of the same idea there. Because x can be 3, it could be 3.5, it can be 4. Remember doing that? That's much the same thing with this. If they ask for the range on this one, I didn't draw it very neatly, but it's supposed to be going up and down forever. So this range would be all real numbers. It's kind of like number 2. But 2 was not a function, so we didn't have to put that on 2.
We didn't have any that looked like that.
Number 2 did.
That's
But
not the basic.
if you have to say it's between, like, a lot of the problems were like from here to here. So if it's between these two numbers, like the x values are between like negative something and positive something, it's gonna look like something like this.
Yeah, and that's where, like,
Because this is saying x is bigger than negative 2, and it's less than 1 at the same time. Because the mouth is eating the x, right? So x is bigger than negative 2, and it's less than 1 at the same time. So it's between the two, between it. And that the way you write it, it looks like it's between these two, right? It's bigger than this one, smaller than that one. And then the y values on this problem, a problem like this would be about the same. Like the lowest y value would be down here, the highest y value would be like right there. So the y values would be between these, whatever these two numbers were. So it would look kind of like this. Like maybe that's a 1 and that's a 3 or something. So it would look something like that. You just gotta think like in terms of low to high instead of left to right. This is the low point. All the y values between this, whatever this is, if it's 1 and this 3, are filled in. Like y equals 2, y equals 1.5, whatever. They're all filled in.
I need like flashcards for this or something.
That's a good idea.
That's funny. I was getting a phone call too. I don't know.
Did you call me?
No.
You just failed the math class.
Oh my god.
Mr. Jordan, would it be inappropriate for me to leave because I just can't focus on anything with Rachel today?
So calming.
Literally, she's been pestering me all class. She drew on my paper while I was trying to.
Okay, no,
Do
stop.
the
I
rest
apologize and literally was gonna be
This is why God gives you headaches, because if he doesn't, then you act like this.
This is
Normally you're like, and like quiet.
We lost
Sorry, I'll shut up and not explain my joy.
Brady's just
You
dead.
can't lose something you never had.
Sure.
Can I go wake him up?
Sure.
You should do a Mrs.
But next time you
Sutton.
nod
No,
off,
no,
I'll let
wait,
him
you
wake
should
you
do a
up.
Mrs. Sutton. Maybe just drop the book by his face. I'm serious, you should. That's not as fun. You need to do it in honor of Mrs. Sutton. Bro. Doesn't like that.
How do you do that? You're just not. Huh? Do what? How do you wake up
Oh
like
my
that?
gosh.
You're just fine.
Guys,
Okay.
for the first time in my whole entire life, someone actually scared the hiccups out of me. Like, that, I
Maybe
never
it just
thought was
happened
a
to
myth.
end at the same time.
I think that's
Maybe
more.
so, but I thought it was a myth, but then
I think holding your breath does actually help, but you
Yeah,
have to do
that's-
it a few times.
It does.
Just drink water.
That's dangerous.
Probably drinking water helps because it makes you hold your breath.
So that's what scares you to
happened.
death. I was
Yeah.
gonna say, that's
But
what's
most
that's
of the
the part
time
that
it goes
scares
away
you to
after I
death.
drink water.
Yeah. I just stopped breathing.
Okay, let's start on page 128. Starting on 128. Oh, we need some graph paper.
Oh, why do you always say that after I write down the heading? I've erased this heading like 4 times.
Oh, let me get that for you. See, I literally marked in a corner where you're already gonna erase everything, and you break the entire page.
If you lose it,
I have a voice note.
Do this week, Monday.
Oh, yeah.
It's Monday.
Hey, 17 more weeks, and we are out of here.
How is it
that is
Monday?
so sad.
Wait, Xander,
The week is
Xander, are you
just-
going on a junior trip?
Yeah.
Sweet. I'm trying to figure out how many people are going. I think it's only like 10.
They're
people.
only
It's
boys.
gonna be so
I'm
bad.
the
There's
only
no
girl
girls
that's
going.
Okay.
And then-
Rachel's going.
Number
No,
No,
Rachel's
I'm the
going.
only person.
one.
that's girl.
Shh, okay. Says copy the graph of y equals f of x shown at the right. You guys might want different colors for these if you want it to be nice and neat. Does anybody want colored pencils?
Sure. Yeah, I don't have any.
Fancy dancy.
I'm a man, I can differentiate between my lead lines. I'm just kidding, I want color pencils.
Oh, you.
Maybe take like three
Three.
or two.
I know what you're talking about.
I love that. I do that all the time. Especially with Isaiah. 'Cause he loves it. He appreciates it.
I think number one
I
is.
swear I'm going to be.
Okay, I'm going.
Are you gonna use those?
Is that okay?
Yeah, if you make a mistake, it will make a mess,
I
but.
just doing him. I don't know if I can get out of this. It's a. I was just going.
I don't think Bethany's ever made a
Yeah, you've
mistake.
got a couple of choices.
No, I don't have
I
to like
think this
walk
is
over
the only.
there. I'm gonna just leave it. Then I'm fine.
This is the only class that.
No, not markers, let's do
Never
pencils.
been able to just like track.
Okay, go ahead and copy the thing. Issa, did you need any? No? Okay. Copy it down to start with.
Is this gonna be all on graph paper?
No, not quite.
Jackson, can you just,
Does it need to be
1 and
something?
2 are graphs.
Destroy it.
Actually, is it just 1 and 2? No, 11 is a graph. 12 is a graph. You're supposed to copy number 1 down. The graph for number 1.
The little pizza hut sign?
Yeah. You need to make your graph bigger than theirs though, because
I was about to say.
we're gonna do more than that.
Should I make it like super big?
Um,
From like
What
every.
Well-
by five
Is it gonna be like every?
what is the f of x plus 2? What does the plus 2 do to a graph?
Make it go up.
Makes it go up 2. So you're gonna have to leave room to make it go up 2. And what does the minus 3 do to the graph? Make it go down 3. So you need to leave room so that it can at least go up 2 and down 3.
I'll do it like this. Is it like multiple problems are gonna be on this?
Well, yeah, 3. There's gonna be 3 of those.
Is it like 1, 3, 3?
No,
Problems?
number 1 is one graph drawn 3 times on the same graph.
On the same graph?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, do I need?
That's why different colors helps, because you can like see it
I
better.
drew it one time.
Did,
Okay,
like,
you're supposed to
three
copy
needs
it. That's
to
step 1. Step 2 is draw the graph of y equals f of x plus 2. What does plus 2
Makes it up.
make it go up to? So you need to draw the graph again up 2,
Up from
up from the original.
up
Yes.
from 0.
Yeah, so the original graph is like that. So if you do a plus 2 graph, everything just moves up 2. It looks like that. And then what does the minus 3 do to the graph?
Down 3.
Down 3. So your third graph should be down 3 from the original. Like that.
Why don't you get another one, Nick? Maybe that would help.
Thank you for that very
You're welcome.
constructive.
If you want 3 colors, you use 3 pencils.
Yeah, Jackson.
3
Oh my gosh. He said, yeah, Jackson. I'm sorry. You do realize I have another
I don't
one of the
care.
same pen?
I literally.
Okay, on number 2, I'm not going to draw it, but do you guys remember what y equals absolute value of x looks like?
Isn't it not plus or minus?
I forgot.
I think we talked about it on Friday.
Oh, you talking about what it looks like on a graph?
Yeah.
No, after.
Good.
Parabola?
No.
No,
Wait, it's
Oh.
the other thing.
Isn't
No.
it a
That's-
sideways parabola?
no, that's, you guys are thinking of square root of x.
Dang it. Oh, that is right though. Wait, what was the question?
Okay, if you,
What's the plug one's house?
if we plug in 0, what do we get?
0.
Wait,
If we plug in 1, what do we get? I'm talking about
One.
absolute value.
1.
You get 1.
1. Plug in 2.
Oh, it's a V.
2.
Plug in -1.
It's
1.
1.
-2.
2.
So it's the v.
Wait, how is it if it's.
Is
Is there
this-
any on the negative side if it's an absolute value?
X can be a negative, but what comes out of it is
It's
positive.
Is that 2?
So -1, +1, -2, +2. That's the first graph of number 2. And then the +5, what does that mean? The graph?
Raises it 5.
Okay, on number 3, it says the graphs of y equals f of x and y equals, stop doing number 2 and pay attention. It says the graphs of y equals f of x and y equals g of x are shown at the left below. Okay, do you guys see the blue and red? It says exercise 3 below it.
Like the A, B, and C?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so it says find f of 1 minus g of 1. What is the value of f of 1? F of x is the red graph. So that means what's the value of the function when x is 1?
1.
No.
No. When x is 1, it's 2, right?
Yes. So that's why there's a point right there. When x is 1, how far does that go?
What do we do for
2,
this?
3.
Are we supposed
Two
to
of them?
copy it?
No.
Okay.
Anyway.
So I don't
Yeah.
have to draw that.
When x is 1, the value of the function is 2. There's a point at 1, 2, right? When x is 1, the y value is 2. The y value is also the function value. Those are like interchangeable. When x is 1, the function value is 2. Okay,
Lost you in what question mark?
I'm on 3a. And then it says, so we're supposed to do f of 1 minus g of 1. Whoops. F of 1 we just said was 2. What's g of 1? What's the value of the g function at 1? Something like that? I don't know. Okay, what's the function value for the g at 1?
1.
1. So f of 1 is 2, g of 1 is 1, so 2 minus 1 is
Are we supposed to copy that
1.
down?
Now, this is me copying the book down. You don't need to do that now.
Okay, but what part do we need to write down?
F1 minus g1, that was the question. It's 2 minus 1 is 1.
Where did the 2 come from?
The red line?
The red function is the f of x function. F of 1 means what's the value of the function when the x value is 1. At x equals 1, the function value is 2. That's why it's up 2. So f of 1 is equal to 2. At 1, the function's value is 2. At 2, the function value is 2. At 3, the function value is 2. At 4, the function value is 1. So that means there's a point at 4, 1. That means f of 4 equals 1. Okay, these are all kind of saying the same thing. Oh, yeah, 4, 1. Anyways. The next question, for what values of x is f of x minus g of x positive? So if f of x was the red one, so, and g of x is blue. So if you do the red one minus the blue one, where is it positive at?
2 or 1. Wait. 2 and 1.
Okay. You guys see how the
Oh, 1, 2.
you guys see how the red function is above the blue function
Mm-hmm.
from here to here?
Yeah.
So that means when you subtract this one minus this one, from anywhere from here to here, it's gonna be something positive.
Okay.
Cause it's kinda like doing 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1,
So is it
3 minus 0.
greater than 0, less than 4?
Yes, between 0 and 4, f of x minus g of x will come out as something positive. Is 0 included?
Yes. Well,
No.
0, wouldn't it be 0?
Yeah, which is not positive,
Okay.
so it's not included.
Yeah.
So between, not including 0 and 4, but between 0 and 4,
So 0 is less than
f of x minus g of x should be positive. So yeah, between, how do we write it? Between 0 and 4? Bethany, you want to give that a shot? X is between 0 and 4.
This is for 3B, right?
Yes.
Alright.
3 is less than or greater than plus or equal to.
So what I
I
want
don't
to,
really know what you're asking.
what I want to say is the functions f of x minus g of x, that would be positive between, when x is between 0 and 4. So I need to say x is between 0 and 4.
X is between 0 and 4.
Yes.
Okay, so 0
Yeah.
is less than or equal to.
In this case, it would just be less than, because at 0, it would be like 1 minus 1, which is 0, and that's not positive. It's only positive where the red one is bigger than the blue one.
Okay, then x, which is also less than. Is that what you said?
Yeah, okay, that would be our b. When x is between 0 and 4, the red one is bigger than the blue one, which means if you do the red one, f of x minus g of x, it'll come out as something positive.
That's only one part of it though, isn't it?
Oh, was there another question?
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
it's positive,
You're
negative, 0.
that's the positive part. So where would it be negative at?
Is that x
Oh.
is less than 0 or x is greater than 4?
Yes. When the red one's below the blue one, if you do something smaller minus something bigger, you'll get something negative out here. Actually, it doesn't go forever, does it? So technically, instead of saying x is less than 0, we should say between negative 1 and 0.
For the negative one?
Because it actually stops right here. I didn't quite draw it right. And how far does it go to the right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I didn't really draw it, but it looks like it goes 6 to the right, so it like stops right here. Okay. Also, the red one's below the blue one from 4 to 6. Brady told us you got your wisdom teeth taken out.
No, I said.
I had to
that-
go to the place so that they could tell me I had to get taken out.
Thank you. That's $1,000.
Yeah, pretty much.
And when we take them out, that'll be a few thousand more. Okay. Kind of forgot what I was saying. So between 4 and 6, the red one minus the blue one would be negative. So between 4 and 6 looks like 4 would not be included because it's 0 at 4. 6 would be included. Instead of putting a comma right there, I probably should have put an and. So. Alright, now put a comma. Where is f of x minus g of x equal to 0 at?
Isn't it at 0
At 0,
and then 4?
4. So this is basically 1 minus 1 right here. That would be 0 there, 0, where they cross each other. So I'm just going to put x equals 0 and 4. probably work on this, well, we will work on this tomorrow, we did go off kind of. Took a while to finish yesterday's. Number 5, that might be a good one to end on.
Wait, we still have to do
We have to
C.
do C.
Oh. What is the maximum value of f of x minus g of x?
Is it 1?
No.
Because that's
Two.
the highest goes.
Why is it 2, Rachel?
Because
Oh.
it's in between the top part of the red line and the bottom part of the blue line.
Right. So right here, do you guys see this part right here?
Yeah.
That's the biggest gap between f of x and g of x, and the biggest gap is too
minus
tall.
0.
So f of x minus g of x, the biggest it could be is 2. Basically, f of 3 minus g of 3 is 2.
So it's just 2.
So 2 is the answer. Actually, we've only got like 6 minutes, so why don't you guys try and do 2 and 4? Yes, you can do it. You can do it.
I already put on my pen.
It's almost identical to what we just did.
Yeah, I don't care.
You haven't even read it.
I have. Actually.
This was 3. This is 4.
I can't do 2 though.
2.
Or 3, even. There's
2. I already drew the first part. It's the V shape. When you do a +5, it moves it up 5.